with Roxy out and the need for more humans, there have been people trying to figure out a team that actually will work pretty well with her. This is one of those. Festival Gaffer is a pretty good support unit, generally speaking. So we're still being lowered here. We're still rocking basically 200% crit chance without 3 humans on the field. So that's still pretty good for Roxy. We don't need to have 3 humans, but honestly, right? The fact that I am looking for options to run with this character and one of those is not a human should tell you how much we need more humans. And it's a case of, you know, they don't release that many characters, so there are gaps in the character races, right? Low humans, low fairies, low giants, stuff like that. I mean, that is not necessarily true. There are a lot of humans in the game, just they're kind of old, right? And the problem is that the meta is ramping up faster than ever, right? So let's go for this. It's been ramping up. Does he have time relic? No. Faster than ever. So when you have dodge, I wanted to damage melee so he wouldn't get the buff again. I hope that the damage from ESCANOR counts. We'll have to see. When you have a meta that's ramping up so fast, like this one, it gets really hard for the old characters to keep up. Ooh, no single target for the humans. That is really bad. Really, really bad. We should be alright. We should be alright. Like the old human characters, like, trying to think. I mean, especially characters that have to be single target that can crit, right? That's the worst because critting in the current meta is not easy because characters have such high crit resistance, right? Which is why ESCANOR is like the only character. Oh wow, absolutely shredded my Roxy. ESCANOR is like the only character that can actually compete as a human in this meta and work with Roxy, right? I mean, you have like Reinhardt and stuff, but which I've already given a go with. Could work. It's just a character like Reinhardt, for example, has his like own thing. You have to make so many adjustments to your team to make him work. We need like someone to fit in with Roxy that will oh, by the way, the actual damage from ESCANOR's hit did take off Assault Melee's Holy Relic. I don't know if you noticed, or not take off, but not allow it to regain. I don't know if you noticed that. Now Assault Melee with Estarossa is gonna get cocked every single time he attacks. Every single time he loses the buffs. Very, very unfortunate for him. That actually kills. Wow. The defense lower still came in clutch for him, but doesn't really matter because I have ESCANOR, which means he can't win anymore. Even if he has Tarmelic on his melee, I think he still dies. Yep. ESCANOR is just too good. Unless it's Purgatory, Meliodas, or Mael, there ain't anyone beating ESCANOR right now. So, you know, if we got more humans to pair up with Roxy, that would mean more characters for ESCANOR as well, given that this is a good team for ESCANOR. The extra hit from Roxy's passive is very, very good. For sure, like, would be a great team for ESCANOR, which he needs. Because as much as I literally just said that ESCANOR is really good, this is not like a game that you can be like, okay, I have the better character, so I win. You have to have the better team, not the better character, right? You can have, you know, I think in a vacuum, ESCANOR might still be the best unit in the game, right? If you count just him, by himself. But the thing is that, again, this is not a solo game. You need a full team, and ESCANOR does not have a full team. ESCANOR has bits and pieces, that he can be run on, like this one, right? Where he's pretty good at. Like, he is pretty good on this team. But this team is not as good as a full goddess team, which is a complete team, right? Or, what is this guy running, by the way? You gonna ult rush with Galfer? That's because if I just kill Merlin turn 1, what would he do? You gonna ult rush with Nanashi? It's very strange. Like, demons have a full team. Goddesses now have a full team. Only thing missing now is to come back to humans, because humans had a full team. Humans had the HP based team, right? You may, you know, not like when the humans had a full team because it was like very strong and very, very, very OP. But it was a full team nonetheless, right? So now we have to wait for humans to regain a full team. That's not going to be that one. It's going to be different. You know, if the collab we were, you know, leaked to get ends up actually happening, oh, unfortunately, it's not going to kill. Doesn't matter, it's Galfer's ultimate. And it's actually Attack on Titan. Those characters will be humans. If one of them is good, listen, they're going to be good. For the last 2 collabs we've got, right? Think of the last 2 collabs we got. 3 last collabs, not just 3 last. They all have been good. When Rimuru came out, he was immensely OP. Reinhardt and Akina were both OP, right? Like, collabs have a very good track record as of recent, as of forever. Like, ever since Slime, like the first Slime, right? Slime was horrible. Like, the characters from Slime, the first one were horrible. After that, all collabs have been like pretty no, actually, Attack on Titan. Mikasa was good for like 1 week. But you know, whatever collab ends up happening, if it is a human collab, even if it's Stranger Things, that would still be humans probably. Now, knock on wood, it's not gonna be Stranger Things because we can't take any more L's, alright? We already just got this Roxy. Instead of a 7 Deadly Sin character that people actually care about, and a story chapter with no voice acting, alright? We can't be taking more L's. So, knock on wood, it's not Stranger Things. But, you know, even if it is, it still would be like full-on humans, right? So this is why Galfer is good. We had not faced a single Mayao team yet, so I was like, bro. But yeah, when you do end up facing the Mayao teams, you can seal up Goddess, Liz, and Margaret, which is really, really helpful for you to shut down their opportunity to ult rush like this guy wants to, or whatever, right? Obviously, Galfer's Holy Relic is also good, but unless you're like actually ult rushing, it's gonna be like not very practical, because ESCANOR and Roxy as a combo team is so fast, right? Thinking of what I should do here. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Actually just shredded me. I was gonna go full ape mode. See, that's the problem with Roxy. We need a human that's not only gonna be damaging, but also have some form of like damage reduction. Something like that, because in the current meta, all teams that are actually good, so demons and goddesses and unknown, are super tanky, right? That's like the key difference. They're not only doing an absurd amount of damage, like with Melee, Mael, and I mean, unknowns is like Philo, right? Like, not only they're doing that like pretty absurd amount of damage, he kills, nice. But they are also, let's do this. They are also super tanky, right? So you need to get something like that for humans as well. Oh my god, they full healed because of the rule. But it should be okay. He doesn't have 3 attacks, so ESCANOR is not gonna die this turn, and we're just gonna These level 2 cards are both for Merlin, so she didn't get sealed. Cool. We're just gonna kill him next turn at level 3. See, Roxy needs like something like that. Roxy needs some... Oh, he didn't even... Oh, you're gonna let me attack twice? Oh, you're so kind. So... Roxy needs someone that's gonna be giving us something to tank. Wow, I just needed level 1. Okay. And, you know, there was Arthur, right? First Roxy video I made, I used Arthur because I was like, okay, Arthur is gonna help us. He is gonna be giving damage increase, cool, but what I want from him the most is actually the part where he gives us some protection, right? Let's do this. The protection is definitely helpful from Arthur. So something like that, some character that is actually gonna help us not just straight up die. Should die here? Oh, so close. If not for Tarmir Link, she would have died. Like, the 2 hits from the damage, from like the secondary damage are so crazy. See, it's so crazy because like the Goddess team is so powerful. If you're facing some weird guy with Melascula can't even heal with that purple card if they're facing a Goddess team, because it relies on lowering like stats or something. So it doesn't work. This should kill. Yeah. Okay. The melee got the attack buff. And again, like, I have no tankiness. Like, that's the biggest problem. I have no tankiness. Even if I had Arthur would still get shredded, right? I mean, to be fair, anyone gets shredded by this, right? So, but I've seen, like, that was level 1. Mael would have tanked that. Because there's so much going for the Goddess team in terms of tankiness. There's just so much, right? Then Mael would have took that level 1. Simply, would have taken it. He just would have survived. I just know for a fact, having used him so many times, he would have survived, right? So, I don't know. Humans have a good starting position. If they want to give us more characters for it, it's going to be an actual good team.